Hello and welcome back to Carrier Studios Remnant Lunar Archon Session 106. I hope you are having a lovely day. Um, nothing else I gotta say leading into stuff. Let's see, last time the recap was given by Jocelyn, which means it's gonna be one of you for shooters. Just did it before Jocelyn. I feel like I should give him another break, you know? Hey, Jack! What happened last time? The heck? Can't hear you
Yep,
currently. Oh, there you go. Welcome back to reality. There goes gravity.
yeah, so last time, after we had beaten some Grim, saved Werebore, I think the whole session was practically just debating on how much we should or shouldn't tell. And
Address.
yeah, so we sent a message to Sasha just asking about, was it Julie?
Yes.
And based off that information, I forgot what our consensus was. I think that we decided to part. I'm not 100% sure.
Would anyone like to help him with details?
I mean, I think you're right. We sent him on his way, and then we.
I mean, we made it to Dyke.
True.
So,
yeah,
we found out that this is definitely Werewolf Central. Or I guess Lycan Central. We'll say Lycan Central. I guess I'm not sure what else he may have missed.
We talked to the tree.
It's true.
What were you like meaning, Jack, when you said we decided to part?
Basically, just not have the Werebore travel with us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep, you kicked Tedros to the curb. Told him to get lost. In actuality, I'll sent him onward to Bukinia. Basically telling him to look there. Y'all, through the power of dreams, told... Why am I bringing it? Rosanna. Told Rosanna to keep an eye out for him, and if he shows up, to try and get a message to y'all somehow. The exact how is a difficult one, but might be able to get it to you somehow. I didn't really specify after that, just to let y'all know that he was around. Let's see, you talked to a tree.
Oh yeah. That'll do goodness.
I'm looking up sending to see if someone has to... what someone has to know. Have to be familiar with the person they're sending to. Where was I? Yes, 3, and then right at the end of the session, the coming into the town of Dyke, was Lord Goldenfang, or at least y'all heard the sounds of people coming into town and everyone kind of reacting. Which, as we pick up there, y'all would see, and it is Monday, the 21st of August at roughly 2 p.m.
Oh yeah, the people were coming back. That's right.
Year
That's why we stopped.
417, post-schism. And Coming into town, you see a small caravan of probably 12, 13 total people. You see most of them, though it's fairly far, y'all would be able to, especially Thicket with his good eyesight, be able to see people coming into town. Looks like one, maybe two. There would be one cart that is being pulled by 2 individuals. Actually, they're not being pulled by 2 individuals. It is being pulled by 2 wolves.
Wolves are technically individuals.
It's true, 2 wolf individuals are pulling a cart. What the party like to do? This procession arrives.
Who the caravan is for?
It's for the Lord, the Lord Lady, not librarian.
Different Lord Lady. Of Dyke?
It's the Lord
Yeah.
Lady, like, yeah.
Ah.
Lord Goldenfang.
Do we need to talk to her?
We do. So, for anybody who's wanting a, we can do this in character, out of character, but the meta of it is, she might know what happened because rumor has it that the former Lord, which I think we understand to be her father, possibly, was buried with it. And then Micah, correct or not correct, whatever as you see fit, but
That seems to be what Garan recalls.
Yeah.
Does anyone else recall differently, or more, or less?
I don't have a different recollection of it, but I do have a concern that maybe Julie might have already gotten the sword from us. Or from the...
Sounds
Where
like
it
something that
was.
should be brought up in character.
Yeah.
Does they could bring it up in character?
Yes.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to put on my headset because I can't hear everybody as well as I would like. So,
Well then, hear everyone as well as like.
There we go. Now I can hear people more effectively. So I apologize, Maury. What were you saying that Thicket was concerned about?
Julie might already have the sword if she's around, and I'm pretty sure that she knows what we're looking for. So she might have gotten here before us and taken it.
Why do you think that?
No, that's
Because
I think
it-
there's
Because she wants to kill us, and I'm fairly certain that she knows we're looking for the swords. So it would be an easy way to basically set a trap.
Oh, sorry. I was like not realizing who Julie was in the moment you were speaking. Yeah,
Julie the
the
hag.
hag lady. Yep.
yeah. Julie's such a hag. Oh my gosh, like just horrible
Was not a
resting
hag.
face.
Once a child.
Cool. Yeah. You think Julie already has the sword? But
Well,
Maybe,
what if she
or she might know where it is and is lying in wait for us. Lots of options that
either one's
involve
bad.
death.
Yeah, you know,
Or she-
I have
yeah.
to, as a side note, I have to be honest. If she's like going to put us in this great position where we can, like, you know, have closure, honestly, I have to thank her before we finish her off. So, you know, that's good.
Gambit side eyes him.
Girl, what? She's gone now. She's not the same.
That doesn't mean it isn't sad.
Well, I have to be honest. We've had weeks of this, so I've processed that. I was sad. I agree with you. It's ultimately tragic. It's tragic that anyone can be so corrupted by Fey magic that they can be completely turned into an entirely different being. But if anything, that's all the more reason to end it, so it doesn't continue to impact the lives of others. I apologize if my pragmatism is seen as callousness. That is not how I feel exactly. So,
Where are we? Not the city, like, where are we having this conversation?
That's a great question. Probably on the street where we were.
Not specified otherwise.
Probably by the tree.
Were we not in a hotel room talking to the tree? That's what I thought we were, but maybe I'm wrong.
How would you talk to a tree
Hotel
from
room
a...
talking to a tree?
Because it's
Hotel
a
tree.
huge tree that expands like through most of the city, right?
a tree tail, a tree tail.
That's what the hotel was near the tree, and we were like talking to it like out the window.
Oh, no, I don't think we were.
Okay,
Well,
whatever.
Thicket is by the tree. you
Okay.
you can hang out the window.
Y'all have been by... Yes.
Okay. So, shall we go talk to Lord Goldenfang?
I don't think that you're going to just let us interrupt their little procession to talk to her because, to the guards were probably nobodies. So maybe we need to schedule something official.
I mean, I'm sure they're going to have some kind of party. We could go to that and celebrate with them and say, "Hey, good job!" We can even offer to play a song that might increase excitement. Who knows? And then, as part of that whole shebang, then we just move right on to the next thing. Like, hey, by the way, your great late honorable father was buried with a similar looking weapon. Did you know that it helps to protect the realm? And then we just kind of put our foot in the door, sort of thing.
One of these days,
So we're
Garage,
telling
you
her
might
that
get
her
a
father
broken
was buried
toe.
with the sword in the stone, and she's just supposed to give it to us?
I'm curious what Gambit said.
Garand, with all these foots you're putting indoors, you're gonna end up with a broken toe.
Well, it's a good thing I know how to heal then, yeah?
I guess.
I mean, I'm open to other thought processes and ideas.
I mean, why can't we... So, where do we think the sword is if Julie doesn't have it?
Buried?
Buried. So, with the previous lord, correct?
I believe so.
Okay. Why don't we just go get it then? If we think we know where it is. Unless his grave is super guarded.
I guess we need to figure out what the grave was. And then where did Julie say that Tetris was supposed to bring us? Like on the mountain or something, right?
Yeah, somewhere not too far from here.
Yeah. So if they're the same place, then that's when we get super suspicious.
Okay, so I guess we should start by finding where we think the sword should be. And then... if
In her
it's
father's
not there-
tomb, which may be well guarded, which is why I was thinking maybe we ask.
Well, we don't know.
Why would you guard a tomb?
Well, there are such thing as grave robbers, which is exactly what we're
Oh, I
proposing to do. So
Thank you.
That's
Thank you. I
true.
appreciate that. That's so
I
nice.
think,
Someone's
I think
finally.
we need information on actually where the tomb is and if it is guarded, for one, before we make any rash decisions or try to talk to this lady, because we don't know how she feels about the subject, and I don't want to put her in a bad mood.
Are we even considered robbing a grave if we're just taking a sword, borrowing it?
Yeah, that's kind of the definition, even by borrowing.
Yeah, no one else will see it as borrowing.
Yeah, we don't know if what's going to happen with the sword. We might not be able to put it back. So
Yeah.
Even if we say it's to save the world.
I would say it's a pretty safe bet that no one's going to believe that we're just borrowing it to save the world.
Yeah.
Off the bat, because no one here knows us.
I mean, at the very least, she does. She knows of us from Vacuolo. I'm just saying. Again, it's obviously my preferred method. You know, but if you think there's a better way and you want to circumvent that, then just understand that I think that there can be other difficulties in that regard as well.
Oh, well, I mean, there's difficulties in any plan. But thinking about what the safest path is, I think information gathering is the first thing we should do, and then definitely, if there's going to be difficulties getting the sword without talking to her, let's talk to her by all means.
I'm almost fully on board. I just had one last thought, and I think it kind of centers on you. I get the sense that this location is very much more like primal, maybe naturalistic, maybe familial, animalistic sort of kind of vibe. So maybe it makes sense to go to them outright, either offer something in return, some sort of form of submission and acknowledgement of power in place, like, hey, we've come into your house, we'd like to put our feet up on your furniture. Is that acceptable? Or do you have another preference? Maybe I'm wrong, but do you have a read on that? Did you get that same sort of understanding that this place, I mean, again, they just came back from a hunt. Does that make sense?
I guess. Yeah.
Right, well, then, that's, I guess, kind of where I'm going. Like, I'd rather ask for permission than be caught putting our hands in the cookie jar, as it were, the old household adage.
Yeah, I definitely think we should just ask.
Do we know anything about this lady?
We just came back from a successful hunt. We know that.
So she does hunting. I mean, that doesn't. Most nobility does that. I don't know that says anything about her character.
I can't imagine that Rusty has ever hunted. I would also say that I don't think that the Lord Lady Librarian has ever hunted. Not unless you count like hunting for treasure or hunting for magic or hunting for a criminal. That's a different sort of animal. I'm not talking about that.
What do you think that hunting, in your mind, what does hunting tell you about a person, other than they're enjoying the land that they own?
I was trying to say a moment ago, I believe they value the idea of the balance of nature, the idea of circle of life sort of thing. I don't know if you ever heard a song, read that story about that lion,
Yeah.
that sort of, I get that vibe from this place. Even the gentleman that we met, right? He seemed to kind of have that vibe, right? And so this just seems like that plus more. A big centerpiece of the town is a giant tree. So my thought process is they value a level of honor maybe more so than others might. I get the sense that they maybe even take pride in being relatively further removed from the rest of everything. They are effectively on the outskirts of the region of Vacuo. They might find themselves of the opinion that they are not exactly tied into all of the politics and therefore don't really care in the same manner. And so in this case, this sort of hunting gives me the sense that they are more tribalistic or animalistic or a primal. And I'm not saying I'm right. I'm saying that's my perception, and I'm trying to see if maybe anyone else agreed. And like that's why I want to do what I want to do. That's the reasoning behind it.
So the goal behind getting all the swords is to defeat somebody, right? Defeat somebody, save the world, all that.
Technically, it's to open the door. And then after opening the door, we don't really know what's going to happen, but we assume that there's going to be a fight. Yeah.
I mean, the way you're speaking of them sounds like they're not going to care about the fate of the rest of the continent, just about themselves. In which case, I don't see them being too inclined to give up a sword.
Then I apologize. That was not the intent. That went from one extreme to the other. I think that they just have a priority that might be different. And so, whereas they might care about the region, they might care about other people. Again, I think it's worth trying.
Okay. So I guess we need to ask around to either, we've got two goals there. We need to ask around to find out who we need to talk to get in touch with the Lord, and or figure out where the heck the previous Lord is buried. So I don't know even where to get started on either of those. Does anybody know anybody local that can help us with that?
Well, my plan is honestly, we go to the celebration, celebrate their hunt, and offer to play a song for them. And then she will recognize us as, hey, look, that's the messengers. Plus, it could put us on the radar of the Hag Julie, which could also work out in our favor. And either way, then afterwards it's like, oh, thank you for letting us play with you. We did have another reason for being here. We didn't just like, oh, hopefully there's a hunt and we get to play for her. In fact, we are in the process of trying to protect the realm. These swords lead to that. And your late great father apparently was buried with one. So if it's not too much trouble, if you're willing to put a little faith in the messengers, who've helped out countless places, countless times, we will do everything that we can, kind of somewhat to what Doug said, get it back to you if we can. And, to honor him, because we don't really want to steal it, that's not the point, to accomplish a goal. And I hope that level of respect and honesty will be well heeded. I don't know for certainty, but that is my belief. But if we aren't sold on my way, then let's go another way, and that's fine. As long as we are moving forward, let's.
You and me are kind of the loudest voices in the room. What does the rest of everybody else think?
I am always in favor of talking things out and asking permission.
Doug, Gambit?
I say we've never gone wrong with just asking first.
All right. Well, where's this part? Where and when is this party?
I can't imagine it would be too much longer. I mean, the sun's setting and they're back, and
Well, let's ask around.
probably tonight. Might even be able to just follow the sounds of the cheering.
Maury, what's your passive perception?
24.
Gambit. Around this time, before the party has even realized that you aren't there anymore, you end up sulking away through some of the buildings. You said you were going to head toward the lady, or try and gather some information.
No. Yeah, just gathering information, being like, kind of like what I did with the shovel dude, and like throw into like, oh hey, like what? I don't know what this lady hunts, but I have a suspicion that it's more than just animals.
Okay, trying to find some more suspicious type people. As you are looking around for the right person, you hear a voice in your head. Hey,
Oh, great.
Gambit, your werebore friend is here. He seems fine. I've been looking for you all. What do I do with him? Okay, how do I... And then it cuts off.
That's awesome.
Was that Rosanna?
It is Rosanna!
Yay!
So great.
Why did she target me?
What I...
Can I do magic? Can I talk to her back?
Yep, you would get the sense you can say 25 words back.
25 words? Gambit doesn't even know how to count that high.
You're gonna insult Gambit like
You're a
that.
successful thief.
And here I thought Gambit had an intelligence of 19.
No, it's artificial.
This is true. He is wearing a headband of intellect. His real int is 10, so fair enough.
He said that he was here. What to do?
Yep. Hey Gambit, your werebore friend is here. He seems fine. Been looking for you all. What do I do with him?
And okay, how do I?
Okay, how do
Hear
I...
him.
I love that. I love that. Micah, you're so great.
He doesn't magic very much.
Let's see.
When you're asking why did she choose you, you should be like, why did she choose anybody else? Maybe she just finds you just
I'm counting words.
Fair enough. While you count your words, the others, just to recap before I interrupted Gambit's actions, did I understand right that y'all were all generally moving toward trying to figure out where this procession was going and see if you can talk to her? Lord Goldenfang, is that right?
Yeah, I guess.
I just want to make sure I understand.
Sam's not happy with that.
That seems to be the way that I'll go along.
I mean, you don't have to, clearly. I mean, obviously, you know, I was like, Gambit, Doug, and Gambit's not even there.
Can always split up.
Nothing like splitting the party. Yeah, I'm sure Hag Julie's gonna love that.
Yeah, totally. Let's not do that.
Look at it this way, she can only follow one group at a time.
True.
Yeah, but why would she not follow one single person who that she could much more easily take advantage of?
Yeah, but I have a sword that you know she
That
probably
her
won't like.
parents more or less used to own.
Yeah, that one.
Her kidnappers and abusers, sir.
That too.
Let's be real.
Listen, it's all a
Okay,
question.
I think I've got it.
Okay.
Leave him alone for now. Watch from distance. Let us know if he leaves.
Leave him alone for now. Watch from distance. Let us know if he leaves.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Right. Just save that in chat for posterity. Back to the party. Continue your discussion.
So we're by the tree, right? And
Currently, yes.
it's like in the center of town.
Yep.
What is like around us? Like,
So the
I assume
town,
this is like a square in the center of town. What's around?
more or less, square in the center of town. There are a number of different places. The biggest building is the only two-story building in town. Looks to be some sort of inn. There are probably some shops. There are a number of homes as well. It doesn't look like this is a like split up type of town where there's like a this quarter and a that quarter. The people live where their house is. So it's all kind of split
People
up,
live
and
where
there's
their
no
house-
like direct road necessarily. Well, there kind of is. There are two kind of roads out from the center. One that heads to the east and to the west. Coming from the east, seemingly heading somewhat in your direction, is the procession of the hunt. As they are getting closer, which thick at this point, seeing them get closer, you would see that most of the individuals like in the procession, it looks like the hunters, the 11 total, not including the 2 wolf individuals who are pulling a cart, are all holding at least one animal, one prey, if not a couple, depending on what size. Like some of them might have multiple smaller game that you would get by trapping, like foxes or rabbits, like strung up on a piece of wood that they're holding. And then some have like entire deer that are over their shoulders. As they head toward the center of town. The west goes toward the coast. And then around, there are not quite like direct roads, but there are passageways pretty much wide enough for carts to get through that go all kind of.
Are there like shops around?
Yeah, if you looked around, you could see a shop here or there. Looking for any particular kind?
Are they like vendors or like
It looks to be
like,
more actual shops. There don't seem to be a ton of individual vendors set up in this town.
Okay. Are they? Is it obvious what kind of shops they are, just from looking at them from the outside, or?
More or less. You'd be able to tell based on a sign or based on the noise coming from one that looks like a smithy. Another one that looks like might just be like a restaurant, basically. Another one, candles. Sure, there's a candle shop that you'd be able to pick out pretty easily. Whatever kind of stuff you're looking for. Is John splitting from the party? Is the rest of the party also standing around? What are y'all doing? John looks around and gathers his bearings.
Garan is trying to look for a way to try to kind of join the procession near to where she is. Doesn't necessarily need to be like right up in her face, but like relatively clear that like he's making himself known, I guess would be the best way to say that.
Fair enough.
Wait, you're trying to like get in the middle of the procession, like stop the procession?
No,
Or just
not
follow it?
stop it. Like kind of like join along with it.
Ah, gotcha.
Hey.
Yeah, like hooray! I can't wait to be terrible at this. Woo-hoo! Let's go. I'll go in the tower just to make you happy.
Sounds like a good idea.
And It doesn't matter if it was 20 because I'm at full, so don't worry about that.
It was not.
I assumed by the way you said it. Don't worry. All right. So yeah. So Gronda will like wait for what seems like a decent opening to just kind of join along, and I think I will do like a background add-on like performance of like I'll do like a famous like hunting song or like a lodge chant or anything like that that might be like relatively poignant, I guess, for the homecoming heroes sort of situation.
Fair enough. As Garon is looking for his opening, what are Jack and Thicket doing?
I'll follow Garand.
Jack. What is Doug doing?
Same. Just
Following behind.
going with the crowd.
All right, make a performance check. Garon.
Always got to try to be on your best behavior. So, just a 1. That's fine. Just a +1 this time. That's okay. Do you want it in the tower?
Sure.
All right. Let me know if it's 20.
Not a 20.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Okay.
I'm not going to overtake anybody that might already be part of like the cheering, shouting, or anything else like that. Like it's more like accompaniment. If that wasn't clear.
Fair enough. You do a fairly good job. Some people give you a side eye as you join in, but most seem to give an all right reaction. A couple of the guys carrying things kind of. A couple of them are like kind of tapping their feet as they start to move forward down the way as it like gets to the tree and is like turning, or like as it's kind of stopping toward the tree, but you'd be able to like hop in around then as it. Yeah, no, it is kind of going around the tree a little bit. That's right.
If possible, I would have liked to have asked Thicket if he would keep an eye out for anybody who looks like they're having a hard time carrying, like maybe their muscles are tired, or maybe they're older, or maybe they have a health concern or whatever. And I'm gonna give them a bardic inspiration to be like, hey, yeah, you've got this, mate. That kind of thing to like encourage them. So if there is one, there may not be. I don't know.
Keeping an eye out, or are you letting Thicket keep?
Thicket. I'm just asking. I trust Thicket to know that thing better than me. So,
Thicket, are you choosing to help around? Keep an eye out on who might be struggling?
Yes.
Go ahead and insight. Around you do see a couple people kind of roll their eyes at the music. You get insight. Everyone seems to be doing all right. It looks like most of this hunting group are all fairly strong, well prepped. You do notice up toward the front, you do see the you've only seen her once or so before, but you do see the figure of Lord Golden Fang. Not in any kind of shifted form. You see this woman with a hammer on her back, carrying a doe over each shoulder.
nice.
Micah,
Yes?
can you post it in the chat from my...
Yes, I can post it in the chat. For your sad little eyes.
Thanks.
Unaccessing fantasy.
Yeah, Garon's like if it wasn't for Rusty, she's super impressive. Maybe Doug will make a move. That's Garon's thought process.
If Doug is even interested in that.
He may not be.
Golden Fang. There
Nope.
she is. The golden hair,
Nope.
a couple of different tattoos at different points, large warhammer on her back. As she is kind of leading the procession, head held high, she does turn back toward the others. Turns back toward the hunters. See, this is where I should have had a couple prepped. Malgren, Tynus. You two with me. We're gonna take the things to Doral and he'll prep a nice feast for us all. As the crowd kind of shouts out from that. The rest of you go ahead and take the food to the dryers. When you're finished up there, come meet us. We'll be ready when dinner time comes. As the group splits into two separate ways, her and these, one shifted into his half-were or like werewolf hybrid form, and the other not shifted at all. This fairly tall, well-built halfling man, both with their own stuff. The halfling has a number of small game strung along a piece of wood that he is carrying, and then the other does have his own buck that he is holding as they head their way over toward the fairly large building that looks to be an inn of some sorts, that you would see the name across it says the Pliend Den. Which group is Garan following?
So she's saying, like, forgive me for not understanding that fully. She's saying that she's, like, done, she's gonna go rest, but this is for everybody else to enjoy the food?
No, she's basically saying, alright, you two other people that brought back spoils, which you would see as it got closer, the two wolves that are pulling a cart. The cart is piled with a number of prey that... Doug, roll me a survival check. Because Thicket could roll a survival check, but wouldn't necessarily know. And it might be intelligence, so you could roll survival or history, I suppose.
Let's do survival.
Looks like all of these animals that they're carrying are very skillfully field prepped to minimize any kind of spoilage and basically preemptively cut out and tossed everything that isn't going to be eaten to minimize weight.
Waste.
Waste and weight, both.
Okay, all right.
And so they've done a pretty good job of basically getting as much as they can reasonably carry and doing a good job taking care of it, depending on how long these have been out. But yeah, it seems that she has indicated her and a couple of others are taking their things to the inn to prep a feast, and then everyone else is heading toward the dryers, as she said, which you assume to be like a preparation for preserving the meat.
Okay, well then, I mean, yeah, my goal is to talk to her, so we'll definitely, I'm gonna follow behind, and I'm not going to try to like make myself like super obviously whatever, but like I'm not kind of trying to hide either, so like it's more like I'm here, but I'm waiting for an opportunity that you feel is right for me to interact with you. So I don't mind effectively.
He's waiting for her to notice him.
You could say it like that, I guess. It's like I want to be noticed, like right off the bat. Like she already knows I'm there. It's more like I'm waiting for her to decide when's the right time that she wants to even bother with me, because I don't know where her thoughts are at. So I don't mind waiting on her timetable.
Fair enough. Thicket Jack, or Thicket Doug, what are y'all doing?
Observing.
Continuing to
Yep.
follow Garan and observe?
Yep.
Got it. And what is John doing?
John is not going to follow them. He is going to drop into the smithy.
Alright, you do that. Gambit, I suppose you're rolling an investigation check. What kind of information are you trying to gather? You're trying to gain information about Lord Goldenfang?
Yeah, if there's any, like, and the hunting. Gambit is a little bit suspicious that they hunt more than animals. He's wondering if they go out and hunt down cursed werewolves. I don't know. He might be over suspicious, but this place has to have a bad side. It's too perfect. there is no utopia. And then he's also going to learn more about Lord Goldenfang, Lord Lady Goldenfang, but also, like specifically in relation to, and also learn more about the lady, thoughts and feelings towards her, as well as maybe information on the tomb.
Okay. I rolled for you. Go ahead and give me 3 specific questions you want to try to find answers.
Okay.
Nice.
Seems like a good
3
way.
specific questions.
Seems like a kind of good
Okay.
way to balance out this.
What goes on in the hunts?
Okay.
What do you like the Lord Lady? Where's the father's tomb?
What is your favorite color? Green. No.
Red,
Blue.
no blue. Ah!
Do you like
Tomatoes?
the Lord? And where is Old Lord's tomb?
You like to talk to tomatoes. You.
Alright, as for
Or is
what
it-
goes
is it-
on in hunts, you would get the sense, generally, that the Lord doesn't necessarily go on all the hunts, but that the pack leader is the title given to the person that is leading the hunt, will choose some amount of people, sometimes as little as 4, sometimes as high as 20. They tend to hunt, or like the main purpose of these hunts is to go and then bring back meats, to hunt animals, bring back game, for generally the town as a whole. Individuals are allowed to go hunt, and people will go hunt for their own like shopping and selling, but often these specialized hunts are for feasts for the town as a whole, for selling to basically kind of at a, what's the word, discount, more or less. Like it's the cheapest way to buy meat, and so it tends to get picked up pretty quickly for anything that doesn't get used for feasts or for planned city stuff or to feed the guards. Tends to get bought up pretty quickly, and then the economy stabilizes back. Oftentimes, depending on what the need is, if people are in need of food, sometimes this will be the time where stuff is like handed to those who are in need, for those who can't hunt for themselves for one reason or another. The hunts happen sporadically, oftentimes at least once a month, sometimes multiple. You don't, at least from this questioning, get any sense that these hunts involve hunting down cursed lycanthropes.
Okay.
For whether or not they like the Lord, it depends entirely on the person you ask at the time. Seems to be mixed opinions. Some people find her weak. Some people say they like her dad better. Others mentioned that she's quite strong, but that she hunts too much when she should send others and spend more time at the town. Others like her leadership skills. Mixed reviews overall, at least from the information you gather. No one is mentioning like major things of forcing people to work, or none of the egregious things you've encountered with other lords. But certainly not perfect, is what you understand.
People don't mysteriously disappear, and there are elderly people.
Yes, there are some elderly, or at least there are a seemingly fairly normal amount of elderly people. You don't hear anything about disappearances, at least. Old Lord's tomb. The only answer you really get, trying to ask that a couple of times. I mean, do you try to ask multiple times, or just like ask that once to one person?
Multiple times probably.
Okay, you would get the general sense that there is a that he was buried on the coast to the west.
Okay.
John, you enter into you enter into the to the Iron Bark Anvil.
Mhm.
You see a fairly large man with this kind of olive brown skin. He is at this point he would have been looking outside as you enter into the shop, kind of watching the procession from where he is, wearing fairly standard smithy gear. He is fairly scarred, particularly on his face. Looks like claw marks. So you do see what looks hard to tell exactly, but looks more jagged. Like you might find on a crooked or poorly sharpened blade.
What type of... Does he have, like, wares hanging around?
Yeah.
That
It looks like largely leather and chain gear, particularly when it comes to armor. Fairly well flowing, that you could kind of tighten onto anyone. Looks to be more general in terms of size, as opposed to like hyper-fitting materials. There don't seem to be a lot of weapons. There are tools, you would say. Make a general perception or investigation.
You okay?
With that investigation, he does have some weapons, not as many. You do notice one or two have a silver sheen to them. And most of all, you see on the back wall, hanging sideways, axe head down, is a large great axe. One-sided, extremely well made, with kind of a fairly jagged branch with a handle. And these runic inscriptions on the metal itself.
I guess I'll greet him. Is it afternoon or morning?
It's afternoon. About 2:30.
Afternoon, sir.
Hey.
I was curious. I was interested a little bit in your wares, but also curious. I'm a passerby or passer through. I don't know what you call it. Like almost a tourist. Not really touring, but
He raises his
I
eyebrow.
I am interested, and I figured you might know. I'm sort of a veteran of the wars that happened, about 15 years ago, and yeah, I'd like to pay my respects to rulers of the land, and I was curious if you would be able to point me in the direction of the tomb of the late Lord, and tell me a bit about him if you know anything.
The Lord was name Darius. He was a good man. Led well. Led a few hunts. Died on his last one, hunting a monstrosity. Something big that lurks in the mountains. Tends to fly at the nights. Fortunately, never made it back. Well, thought he did. Most of it, anyway. But they took what's left of him and gave him an honorable burial down the road by the coast. Well maintained. Well, relatively speaking. Find a large mound of stones piled up if you head half a day's travel down to the west. Let me actually look at the map. How close are we to the coast? Full day or a half day travel? Only like a half day. Half day travel. Just before the beaches. According to his daughter. Well, I guess the rest of us. He always enjoyed the water. Albeit he always lived on land.
I did hear something curious, that he was buried with a special type of sword. Do you happen to know anything about that? Just my educational curiosity.
He used a sword. Really small thing for him, all things considered. But, probably being buried with it. Then again, I don't recall him not being buried with it. Sorry.
No, that's that. Thank you for the information. I noticed that axe on your wall. Is there a story behind that?
Probably my proudest creation. Blessed by Donic and my brother Donic. That's the Fell Slayer. Something specifically created to destroy things against the natural order, things that shouldn't exist. You know, beast from another plane, from the astral plane, aka, let's make an Arcana check, or a nature check, or even a history check. Your decision. Fairly open-ended.
Yeah, history's gonna be my best one there. And it still was horrible.
Womp womps.
Made to destroy things that weren't meant to exist.
Was it made for a particular person, or?
Well, wasn't sure if it necessarily helped. But I did make it for Darius. I hoped it would be something he could take, but it wasn't finished in time. Something to take down the monster. It was sufficiently... what's the word? Not meant to exist. It was sufficiently aberrant. Perhaps it would be something that would be affected by the blessing.
I don't suppose you'd be willing to be rid of it? I guess that's putting it a little bit bluntly.
I could probably part with
Are
it
you
for a
interested in
price.
selling it at all?
I'd part with it for a price. Has a history to it, but better be in the hands of someone who would use it than sitting up on this wall forever. And it's already been... already been 6-7 years now. Haven't had anything else attack, and well, occasionally we'll have the giant beast. Not too often. Seems to be distracted. Something. Stopped showing up as much a couple of years ago. Stopped taking people. Now it's the access money as well.
Is there a price on this beast's head? Or is it mostly forgotten at this point?
Oh no, it certainly still comes around. I expect the Lord would be quite happy to be rid of it. As for an exact price, I don't know. But you certainly have the adoration of the town.
And you said you might be willing to part with the axe for a price? What were you thinking?
moment. Let's see, where is the and magic items prices page that I've shown? I don't. Chris found it.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Yeah, it was me. I think though that's based on characters who actually get money. So since we had to like work really, really hard for all of ours just one time, I'm pretty sure you have like 10% all of that. Like whatever 10% is, that's what we probably should have to pay.
It's quite sentimental. At least 4,500.
Gold?
Yeah.
I can give you 500 easy.
4,500.
Oh, I thought
Don't
you
worry, I
said
heard
500.
I also heard 4 to 5.
Could maybe be
4,500 is a bit much.
I
Bit
could maybe
rich
be
for me.
persuaded lower, but it's an old thing.
He's like, hold that thought, and he goes get the Grand. Just kidding.
I don't know that Grant has that much money.
You may not know. That's true. You may not know. But I was also meaning like my skills.
I'm not sure I have that much on me at the moment.
I would say,
but I will definitely keep it in
if you
mind.
take down the beast in question,
That is good to know. Do you know anything about this? Anything else about this beast
gargantuan,
other than it being not natural?
not natural. Dude, it in itself gets this immense creature. It's bird-like in some ways, these feathered wings that we've seen in the night, and sometimes its large feathers will fall to the ground. But we've noticed it has 4 legs. Those who've gotten close have said it has 7 eyes. Long tail, splits at the end.
Interesting.
Let's see, what did we consider?
Does it sound like something that I would have seen or have heard of?
Second. Go ahead and you can make a history or arcana check.
I'm gonna use a hero point on this one, I think. Definitely needed that hero point.
Yeah, I'd say this is probably... Sizes are weird sometimes, you know? Let's see. And a third. Sort of. Is... Yeah, I'd say huge. Huge creature. Your roll, history check, 13. Who knows? I mean, it doesn't sound very familiar. There are big creatures, lots of them. But this particular one doesn't sound familiar. Eyes, flying, 4 legs, feathers. Sphinx, maybe? Maybe? Those aren't, well, those are known for having more like 2 eyes and humanoid faces, so probably not that. But...
Okay. Well, thanks for the information. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Uh,
Hope you
I'm
succeed
gonna-
one way or the other. Luck.
I will flick him a couple gold for his time and his information.
You will appreciate it.
And then I'll go back outside and try to locate the. I guess I'll get on the walkie-talkie earrings. Where'd you guys go?
Where'd you go, mate? We're trying to follow through with this, and
I was information gathering a little bit. I found out a couple things that might be we might want to look into. But
all
yeah.
right, well,
But where did you guys go? Like, with the procession, or?
well, with the smaller procession, we'll say we're on our way back to the place, the Pliend Den, where we were suggested to go get rooms for.
Ah, well, I will meet you guys over there.
Alright. Speaking of which, you three, as you get to the Plan Den, following, it seems a larger number of civilians followed the call of food than the dryer, so there were a number that followed the other hunters, talking to them or prepping to actually do their work to prep the meat for keeping for later. As you enter into this fairly large place, you find a quite large hall, fairly warm feeling. The Plan Den is, very well maintained. It's very Viking in a lot of ways. Lots of furs everywhere, wooden materials used in a lot of places. So different animal heads mounted onto walls. Notably, actually, would there be animal heads? Yeah, there'd be a couple. Presumably all natural and none or shifters. But a number of animal heads mounted on walls, some looking more monstrous than others. You would even see something that's vaguely familiar to y'all, being a displacer beast head. Do a variety of tables, fairly large, like roasting spits toward the center with a large bar that a dwarven man and some of his employees would be coming around to come get the meats off from the people. As he looks up toward Golden Fang and greets her before seemingly to prepare for the feast that's to come.
I mean, yeah, Garon's still waiting for what he's waiting for. So, I mean, Doug and Thicket may end up feeling more bold than him, even at a certain point. I don't know, but he's just waiting for her to kind of take the lead. He's trying to approach it from like kind of an animal understanding of like, I'm here submitting to your leadership as effectively like the equivalent of an alpha. So until you're ready to address me, I'm not going to try to. Sure. Hey, let's go 4. Is that a 20?
Is not a 20.
Right.
During whatever time you are going to wait, are any of the others of you going to make any changes or attempts? Are Thicket and Doug going to do anything, or are you just gonna wait?
Just be waiting.
Just waiting.
Y'all like standing up, or do y'all get a table, or what?
I guess we'll go sit.
Yeah, there's no harm in that.
John would be able to eventually join you all. Is Gambit, and I assume Gambit at this point will probably still be out and about doing his thing. You'd be able to arrive anytime you want to at this point, Gambit, so just say when you arrive and react to whatever conversation is currently happening at the time. After about an hour and a half or so, getting around to about 4 o'clock, it smells amazing in here at this point, as various amounts of soups or roast for some of the wild game that's happening. Pretty much an entire, well, probably not the entire thing because it wouldn't cook as fast, but carefully sliced up elements of the deer and other things are being roasted. As stepping over and setting a fairly large beer mug down on the table, Golden Fang would approach. A couple of people are around, but she isn't paying them any real mind as she looks to you all. Travelers, you've been eyeing me all night. What can I do for you?
Well, you're
You look
rather
familiar.
observant.
Garan will bow slightly, not like so much that like he's like, you know, this, he doesn't see this as like effectively the equivalent of like a samurai culture, but in the sense of like, thank you for acknowledging us, sort of thing. Yes, milady, you've perhaps recognized us from our time in Vacuo. We have served both Her Majesty and many others across the realm. Most notably, I would suggest either Rusty of I'm gonna say I was gonna say Lahar, but that's my uncle's. Hold on, I don't want to get it wrong. Of Schist, Rusty of Schist, or the Lord Lady Librarian of Vane. We are responsible for the unseating of the would-be usurper from Sheer, who has been replaced by someone we deem relatively unfit for his role, considering how he mishandled various things since his culmination to leadership. Now, do you know the messengers? Do you remember? Have you heard of the performance or anything? The winning the race? Anything at all? Does any of that ring any bells?
I was at that race. It was you, though, then. Yeah, well, I've heard of you. At this point, it's starting to get hard to not hear of the ones who killed Sylvander. Impressive. Quite so, actually. What brings you here, then? No other unlords to unseat? Not the one you dislike? You're coming after mine. I'll have you know I'm here because the people want me to be, not because of my own force.
Oh, nothing like
he
that.
smiles. He smiles and he's like, I appreciate your candor. No, ma'am. In fact, we would see ourselves as allies to the great city of Dyke. And that brings us to why we are here. We are, in fact, purposing to protect the realm. You may know of your father's sword. You may know of the sword that was once wielded by Salzander. You may even know of the sword currently wielded by the Lord of Dreams. There is a fourth like it.
The Thracian fault line.
four. So you know of it. I'm going to bluff right there. That's 100% deception, because I don't even know what she's talking about. Obviously, this is brand new news, but I'm going to definitely try to pretend like I know what she's saying.
Oh, sorry, there was a accidental parentheses on the end of that name. The
You're
Thracian fault line. My father's sword. Some of the other lords have one like it. Or had. I assume that's what you're talking about.
You assume rightly. We have found a location whereby these four swords, when joined together, can open up something that can protect the realm. We would like to do that. I do not wish to honor your late great father in any form or fashion. None of us do.
I'm sorry, you said you did not wish to honor him?
Don't wish to dishonor.
We would.
Oh,
we do not wish to dishonor
him.
him.
I must have misheard you. Some of the noise in here.
Forgive me.
They definitely heard it. We do not wish to honor your late father. And I was like, dang, bro.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Sorry, we do not wish to dishonor.
Yeah, I guess the dis did not come through right. Anyway, continue.
Well, I mean or the disc did no, totally disc. Anyway, so I assume he was entombed with it. Is that correct?
No,
Oh,
never made it
okay.
back with him.
Well, really?
He never made it back.
Yeah.
We
Tom,
heard
I
that he
guess-
was slain by a beast that may still be around, or at least I did.
Monstrosity. Gigantic, crow-like beast. 4 legs and 7 eyes. Thrown from the sky after he held on to it. Well, I suppose he would be the one. Certainly didn't have a hold of him at the time. Dealt some damage.
Does this beast just like seem to kill for sport, or does it like is it like a dragon? It hoards treasure, or does it have a clear motive?
Certainly intelligent. Seen us coming before. Hidden from us. I don't know that it often hunts for sport. Not anymore. Used to be years ago, it would sometimes take people. Carry them with it still alive. It hasn't done that in years, though. Occasionally we'll see it hunting. We tend to try to avoid the mountains in terms of our... Well, we tend to stick to the lower edges of the mountains during our hunts.
Does it reside in the mountains then? And there's like a kind of a nod towards Thicket, like, yeah, Thicket, I think you're right, buddy.
Has there been a major effort since your father was slain to go after it?
Individuals from hunting parties, from myself and adventuring groups. No one succeeded thus far. It's hard to find even where it resides, where its nest is. Travel so fast with the mountains, it's hard to keep track of.
I'm just curious.
We know it's somewhere in the mountains, northeast of here. Not sure of the exact location. Points to a scar on our arm. This is from where it threw me into a tree. Quite strong. Lost a number of people. At this point, I've forbidden official hunting parties going to it. Fend from it when it comes. To avoid it when we can. It hasn't been as aggressive. Try to keep it that way. Few people together as possible.
Would you said you've forbidden official hunting parties from going after it? Would you extend the courtesy to allow us to at least look for it? We have slain all number of grim and
When I
devilish
say
things.
hunting parties, I'm talking about the ones you would have seen today. Going back here.
Ah,
Adventurers, you're allowed to do what you want. Suicide mission, but you're allowed to do what you want.
very good.
I mean, out of character, it sounds like the perfect opportunity for either a campaign ender or like a big, plot hook reveal. So, I mean, I'm on board, but I am definitely an all or nothing sort of player. But I don't
Don
want
is down to kill beasts that have no moral implications.
Maybe it can help Gambit get over the hump. So yeah, you said it's in the mountains then. That's its like nesting area or something?
Somewhere out there.
Would you perchance have a place to suggest we start some sort of base of operations, maybe a village or a cabin system or something that we might be able to like use as a campsite and progress and search from there?
Not sure of any exact location. I've heard people talk of rumors of a keep they've found in the mountains, but I don't know its exact location.
Really? And again, Garon's looking at with Thicket with like, bro, like, can you get any more right today? Stop it.
But they kept thinking that it might be
Really?
connected to what
Keep.
Theodros was talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and Thicket had like already like way earlier in the session had already said like it's probable that she has it, or at least possible. It's like,
Did we use our sending for today?
yeah, because we were in the middle of the day.
Yes, I
Oh,
think so.
Because I kind of want to get Sasha's take on all this, on this beast.
I don't think we can get there within like a few hours anyway, so
No,
we could theoretically head out.
I feel like in the morning we could ask her.
Yeah.
Because, she does have a library and could probably find a book on this.
That's true. She might, yeah.
Unless there's a library in Dyke, but it seems like nobody in Dyke actually knows anything about it, like substantial. So there probably isn't a book on it.
Is there anything else you had mentioned?
We could ask the tree.
Oh, there's an idea. But I am satisfied if you are Grant.
I mean, Milady's been forth coming and quite honestly a relief.
Immensely helpful.
Certainly. Far too often we find ourselves in the position of people who are not as open as we try to be. And it's delightful to see that. So thank you again for your candor. And if for any reason, because we'll probably not leave till either the morning or, after at least we eat some dinner, something. If anything else kind of resonates with you as something that you might want us to know, or you want to send some help along, or like, hey, here's some healing potions, or whatever makes sense to you, then by all means, we will not reject that in the slightest. However, again, I just want to thank you, and we look forward to hopefully returning your father's sword at some point, and see how it goes.
That'd be nice. As for the conversation, I'm not necessarily looking for the sword. Nobody's asked about the Tracian fault line. But there have been a number of people over the last some years that have been looking to kill what took down Darius Goldenfang. I'm used to it at this point. If you don't mind, I'm gonna go tell stories of my father's valiance.
Before she steps away, John raises his glass, to the late Lord. May he rest in peace.
She raises her own.
And
My father.
Garon's gonna follow.
Oh, sorry.
Garon's gonna say, yeah, no, because he likes where John's going with this. So he's like, yeah. And he is well served by a mighty daughter such as yourself, and I will give her a bardic inspiration with that to encourage her with her storytelling. So it seems even better this time.
My father said he hunt in whatever life comes after this one.
Sounds like a break.
Sounds like a good break time. Yeah, go ahead and take 5-10 minutes here and go on for another hour. You'll have the name of another Keyblade. The name of another Keyblade. Tracian fault line.
Interesting. I didn't realize we would have to go find the beast.
Can't be as simple as
That's
opening a tomb, right?
As much as it's a moral gray area for John, I was kind of excited to like raid a tomb, but I guess not.
Well, it may not be for one of the swords, but there are definitely tombs y'all could raid. And hey, if you're looking to raid a tomb, let me know, and I'll see if I can fit one into the campaign somehow, or at some point during the Star Wars campaign. Y'all sent a guide away. He could have guided you. Theodros
well.
knew the way to a keep, and now he's over in Boginia, wondering where his people. He had a job to do, and now he can't.
Wait, he knew his way to where?
Found his way to Coquinia. Now he's looking around for people that told him to go find him there.
Oh yeah, I forgot we told him that we weren't them. Whoops.
Oh. You done sent him on a wild goose chase.
We'll be close to a TPK and he'll show up.
He
and
was the
save
one
day.
being all sketchy.
Let's be in sketch. True.
It's not our fault he was all sketchy.
Finish that. See if you like that one. You said you really like the other one?
Are we pretending to be a villager?
That's good times. Yeah, honestly, Dyke seems like the kind of place that Garon would want to retire in.
It's a very nature-y type of place. Very druidic. Has its problems. I haven't seen the dungeon.
And besides, Garon's heart is ever more turning towards Rusty. So.
Definitely would not want to hear. Well, maybe. He likes her stuff. Places interacting with people of all kinds.
totally thought slaying that thing would be like a cool side quest, not the main quest.
Part of the main quest.
I don't think it's the giraffe. I don't think it's the giraffe though, right? Or no, I guess the giraffe does have 4 legs. I guess it could be that monster.
Giraffe lives in the desert.
A what?
Yeah, well, that's true. The giraffe lives in the desert. This is something
And doesn't
different.
fly.
Yeah, that's true. I think.
I mean, it sounds like a dragon
it
aside
is-
from the 7 eyes thing.
It could be like a dragon grim. It could be something like that, and that would be kind of neat.
I don't have my monster book down here.
Well, I'm just saying, like the grim are all like altered versions of monsters, and that's what makes them so neat. But
Sure.
I am of the opinion that the hag may have struck a bargain with it. She was like maybe perchance willing to give anything, and so we might have to fight it and the hag at the same time, which would be hardcore, bro,
Is
but also kind of cool.
She is like 8. Just because she's a hag doesn't mean she's wise.
No. I think when we got her, she was like early teens. But the thing is that by becoming a hag, even if she would count as the maiden kind of hag, she's still going to understand essential hag nature of I can make you bargains and I can make it come true.
Well, true, but that doesn't mean she's going to be smart about it.
It
I'm
will
not saying
be
it's going
the
to be
most
super
well
formidable, but
experienced.
still, even I'm saying, a hag plus this monster that has already given people trouble sounds like an awesome fight, and I'm excited for it.
True. Actually, yeah, I'm not going to look up this monster. I kind of want to figure it out diegetically.
Julie's 13, by the way.
Yeah, like I said,
so-
I was thinking she was like between like 12 and 15. So yeah, I was like, she's more than 8, bro.
Very, very young girl. Yeah. Wisdom comes with experience that she doesn't have.
Yeah, she may have just
Even if
been
she
too
has all the
impatient.
hag knowledge, that doesn't mean she knows how to use it.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying we shouldn't completely disregard her.
Oh no, definitely not. I'm just saying she may have made a deal with this beast. Maybe if she did, she may also not know what she's getting into.
Who knows? That'd be wild. I doubt we're going to be in the position to restore her from being a hag, but who knows? Micah could set something up different, and it would be super, super like justifying for Jocelyn / Gambit, and it will be an opportunity to both humble and teach Duran, and so all of that can be fun. But it could also be the opposite of like justifying Duran and being like, nope, she's gone. That's it. It's too bad and it sucks, and that's why like your choices matter. So make a difference, and it could be like humbling and eye-opening for Gambit. So it's a very awesome coin that either way I think is good. So
Yeah.
I'm hyped.
I'm thinking about this creature. It's like, it sounds like a mix between a dragon and an owlbear, and it just happens to have 7 eyes. I don't know where the heck that would even come from.
What if it's a Hydra, and the reason why they say it has 7 eyes is because it actually has multiple heads?
They've only ever seen it in the dark.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, who knows? We don't know
Well,
enough,
the
so...
split tail thing, it came to mind. A Hydra definitely came to mind with the split tail. Because, yeah, that... So, well, no, a Hydra would have multiple appendages and just a single body, right? So, it's possible.
Although, to be fair, I think we've already fought a Hydra.
But we didn't fight
John
a Grim
hasn't.
Hydra.
What do you say?
We didn't fight a Grim Hydra, and John said John hasn't.
John hasn't seen one, so
Oh.
he wouldn't necessarily recognize it off the bat. But it also said it flies, which Hydra don't fly. Do they? I don't think they do.
Not traditionally.
Typically, no. But again, Grim kind of break the mold. That's kind of the point of them. So
I'm sure it's
I don't know. It's gonna be
an
fun to
amalgamation
find out.
of a couple different things because it has feathers. You know, it can fly. They said it was bird or crow-like. 4 legs, that split tail. That just seems strange.
I mean, it might be
This'll
a
be
what, like chimera.
I am struggling to remember what a chimera is.
Chimera is the lion,
Oh.
the snake, the goat, the tiger.
Dragon, typically. Well, it depends on the chimera you're talking about.
Yeah.
Is
Mythological
Geislin
creature.
Gambit here? Do you think it's here? Is Geislin here?
I think that's a no.
Oh. Oh,
I'm here.
there.
I'm eating dinner.
We come back in as Garand and Doug, or really largely Garand and John, but the others have arrived during the feast as they were talking about what this creature could be.
I guess John will have shared what he learned at the Smith about it. At this point, since we've talked to Lord about it. And I guess I'll share. Yeah, the Smith also had a pretty cool axe that or a great axe that I think Doug might be interested in it. But he said he'd be willing to part with it for 4,500 gold, or we slay the dragon, or slay the beast, or whatever it is.
4,500. Was he willing to come down? Does he know how difficult it is to make coin in this realm? I remember how long I've tried to find coin in this realm. This realm is ridiculous for how hard it is to get coin. It's almost as if someone's going out of their way to not give us coin. It's crazy how that works. Was he willing to come down on that?
I don't think so. He said it had some sentimental value. It was originally crafted for the late Lord, and he died before it was finished.
I see.
But I guess the idea of it was almost specifically for slaying this beast, but it might come in handy for some Grim or some Fey in the future. If one of us is willing to wield it, which I feel like isn't. I mean, Doug's a barbarian, right? He could.
Yep.
He could wield a great axe. I don't know if anybody else in the party is able to, but.
Technically, we're all able to. It's just, are we good at it?
Yeah. I don't think I have proficiency with great axes, so.
Oh, didn't you take some fighter levels?
I have simple weapons and martial weapons. What does a great axe fall under?
Martial?
Isn't that just heavy weapon? Is it martial? Oh, well, then I could wield it technically. I have plenty of sharp, slashy things, though. I've got 5 swords on me at the moment. I should probably consider getting rid of a couple of those. Anyways, yeah, so that would be cool to get. Though, yeah, unless we come up with a coin, we're gonna have to slay that dragon or that beast. Though it'd be nice to have it before we slay the beast to use to slay the beast with. So, I was sure we can go into that song. Now it's stuck in my head. Thanks, Micah.
Welcome.
But yeah, so that's pretty cool. He didn't have a whole lot else interesting. At least that wasn't. It's not like he enchants things very often. I don't think.
Fine, but if he made that weapon for it, I think we should try to acquire it. We could.
It would be nice to acquire it.
We could offer to use it as a way to honor the late Lord, if he might be willing to, as Doug suggested elsewhere, to let us borrow it to try and make the attempt. But he'd have to be willing to possibly lose it if we fail. It's up to him whether or not he thinks that that's worth the risk, I guess.
Which gold
Maybe we
have
could even
between
do.
us?
maybe we could even work out a compensation like, hey, we're willing to give you 1,000 gold or something, and then as like a deposit. And if we come back with it, then great, we get 1,000 gold back. You get the Lord Avenger, right? You could call it something even more powerful. I don't know, something.
How much money do we have between us? I've got about 1,000.
I've got slightly more.
I don't think we have five grand in the whole party. I was just curious.
I have about 3.
1,000.
Oh, I guess we do have 5 grand in the party.
How much money do you have?
Not that I'm suggesting that we spend it all. What do we have in the
Doug
party fund?
had.
Nothing. Okay.
There'd not be nothing. We better
Oh,
not have
I take it
nothing in the
back.
party
There's 2.25 in party fund.
Doug only has a few thousand.
fund. I was
A few
like, there's a
thousand.
reason why. I was like, there's a reason why I don't have more money than I do, is because I
We
know I
might-
put a lot in the party fund.
We might be able to just afford this thing outright, to be honest. If we're willing to go for it, because it might have
Gambit has 3 gold.
it might give us a bit of an advantage if it was kind of designed for purpose or built for purpose.
I say let's see what we can finagle.
Well, I mean, we can try to work out a deal. I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, I think we do have enough money to just buy it outright if he doesn't want to make a deal, and we think it'll be more than helpful.
Funny, Garan's realizing that he wishes he would have asked, hey, did you put money on us or did you lose money on us? Because he would have been like, hey, congrats, or you're welcome. Or he would have been like, oops, our bad. Because she recognized them from the race. She recognized us from the race.
Oh,
which means she could have theoretically bet on somebody else.
Didn't we have a reputation before that, though? Maybe not.
Yeah,
racing.
but I don't know if anybody expected us to come in first and second.
Yeah, we clinched that pretty good.
Double G's, what? Give it a good run.
Like I said, it's not up to me. However, we feel as a group we want to go about that. I'm
Wait,
down.
John, did you just
I
die?
think it would be... What?
Says death. You made a death roll. I'm just playing.
Where did it say that? What did I just...
You must have accidentally clicked the death saving throw button.
I don't know how, but okay.
You succeeded.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, whatever we want to do there, that's an opportunity, I think, that we may not want to lose. Especially if we do end up having to slay this thing. Though finding it might be the hard part.
And unless it is allied with Julie the Hag.
Then maybe she wants us to find it? Is that what you're saying?
Maybe, I don't know. We may want to consider, calling in that guy Teo, but I have to be honest. I am convinced that he is conscripted by her without his own awareness. So I would rather do this without him.
Yeah, I don't quite trust him.
It's more like I don't trust his ability to resist someone,
I mean, he's a pig
They
dude.
say never-
They're not exactly known for their wits.
I'm just saying. They say never look a gift horse in its mouth. I would also say never trust a crazy lady outside a tree.
Fair. Oh, we wanted to ask that tree. How far away are we from the... So, I guess what time is it at this point, Micah?
About 6 o'clock.
Do we want to go ask the tree for more info? See if
If-
it knows anything about that beast.
If Thicket's willing to do so, I don't know what his plans
Oh
are.
yeah, Thicket's the only one that can talk to it, isn't it? Isn't he?
Yeah, it's not my gift. It's not your gift.
I couldn't
We
remember.
talk
It's
to
been a
people.
while.
It's fine. You know, we talk to people. You know, some people talk to plants and animals. That's fine.
Thicket? You can say we.
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, I have one third level spell slot left, so I can do it. And then I also have
If we want to talk to him
higher
tonight.
levels if needed.
Give me some
But
notes, brother.
yes, we can speak with the tree.
What'd you say?
What did I say?
Yeah. I feel like
So
you
yes,
got cut off or I
we
missed
could
something.
speak with the tree.
Yay.
We're doing that now?
Why not? Any opposition?
I am 100% on board with anything that will grant us the opportunity to solve this with as relative painlessness as possible. So let's go.
Approach the tree.
Hi, Mr. Tree.
John says hi.
Hello, John. Who's John?
Does the tree have a name?
Treebert. I'm pretty sure
Um,
it's Treebert. The
I believe we
Treebert
asked.
the tree.
And I think it may have said no. Or just
Oh.
that it was the great tree.
Okay. Thicket, do you need lines to be fed to you?
I don't know what we're doing here.
We want to know more about
necessarily. I'm
the
just casting
we want to know
spells.
more about the monster that slayed the late lord. The last one.
I asked the tree.
I do not know much.
Do you know
About this.
anything about this monster?
Barely touches the ground. Moment sword has touched near my roots. All I know is it is low.
You
It says it's big.
Less unnatural.
That
That woman.
It's even less unnatural than that woman. That sounds like a Grim. If ever I
Oh.
heard one.
Wait, a
They're
grim is less
abominations.
unnatural than a hag?
Yeah, hags are from the Fae. They're part of like mystery and fairy tale and mythology. That's closer to the understanding of the way in which things work. Right, hags work on the idea of a bargain. Right, if you do this, then I'll do this. Now they twist that because they're darkened. Right,
Yeah.
but the idea is the same as like if an animal is a fish, it's going to get chased after by a bear when a bear's like, oh look, you're a delicious salmon, slap. So they operate under the same principle, but a grim doesn't. That sounds like a grim if ever I heard one. I guess you could
Okay.
ask the tree if the tree knows what a grim is. Thicket.
Do you know what a grim is?
Spawn of the blood
Didn't we?
thereon. Servants of the unmake. Abomination.
Did he seem like a grim?
No, ma'am.
And assuming Thicket's doing all the translating, all right, then does that mean that that this one monster seems like a grim?
Monster was not. Grim are more of an
Oh,
A little
abomination.
bit more natural.
Grim are more of an abomination.
Garon is
Woman.
extra.
Grim are servants of the
Grim-
Unmaker. Abomination to
Garon
light
is
and
actually
reality.
Okay. Good to know. Hmm. So it's not grim. It is less evil than what's her face, the hag lady.
Not technically. Sure. Take whatever conclusion you want.
Okay, not less evil, but less unnatural
Correct.
is what he said.
There is the difference between unnatural and evil.
I
That
guess
speaks to-
ask him if he has detected the hag child like in the same spot as the monster.
Well, I just said that it doesn't really see the monster very much.
Well,
Like, it doesn't really
just because it doesn't see
land.
him much doesn't mean
But
it
sure.
hasn't.
Translate. No. Not seeing them in the same location. Not felt them in the same.
That might bode better for us if they aren't working together. Okay. Anybody else got more questions for Mr. Tree? Is that about is all that I can think of to get out of him?
Honestly, Garon is super confused. He says, all right, so in terms of natural, this evil creature is less natural or more unnatural than the girl?
More natural,
right?
less
Yeah,
unnatural.
it's more natural, less. Oh, right, I suppose that changes.
Double
some things.
negative.
Yeah, it's tricky. Right. Well,
Pixie Treeses. Pixie Treeses.
We've Gollum in the chat. Now?
Yeah, trust the Trixie Treeses.
Gollum has joined the chat. Right. I guess ask the tree if it had a preference. Who would it prefer that we go after? The unnatural girl or the more natural monster?
The unnatural.
Translate.
The unnatural girl.
Well, that much was obvious. I'm curious. We asked him about her yesterday and like if she was in town, right?
He did.
Yes.
Okay. And he didn't know exactly where she was, right?
Correct. He has felt her sometimes, not always. That she has been felt but not seen, and not heard unless she...
Cryptic. Okay. I'm trying to think what we could do to draw her out or get her attention. She's got to know that we're in town.
Probably, but I think at this
What
point,
she's waiting for.
we could just wait for the sudden but inevitable betrayal from Sir Bo and just be like, hey, yeah, they're going to head towards the mountains. You could go try to find them, and maybe he'll come across us.
Yeah, I don't have any more questions for him.
Nice then,
Unless
Stephanie.
anybody else has any
Quick question. Jason might have a question. She was typing.
I don't. You all asked it.
Cool.
Release the tree from the spell. What are you doing?
I guess go back to the. Did we get lodging? I can't remember.
No.
Okay.
I think it was like
Well, then
we talked about we were going to go there, but
I think you might
we
have.
didn't
I
officially.
think you might have gotten lodging the previous night. I don't recall. I don't think you went.
Well,
I feel like you got it the previous night. Talking to Tree. Oh. In any case, say 3 gold. You're all good. Food and lodging. Whoever wishes to pay.
Ron will just pay it again.
Okay.
Nickel and dimes,
Where's-
bro. Nickel and dimes, and
what's
all
the name
that,
of-
all that hard
what's
work.
the inn again?
Pardon?
What's the name of the inn again?
The Pliend Den.
Oh, okay. I
We
forgot that was the inn.
We steal all Garant's money slowly. That's what it.
Takes money to live.
Okay.
Are you taking watches or no?
I mean, we assume trouble from the hag, right? So we took watches the night before, so we might as well do it again.
That's true. I forgot about that.
All right. I need perception checks from everyone.
All right. Oh boy, that's
Let
fun.
me know if I get a 20.
Oh, it didn't actually even roll. I guess that's fortuitous.
John. At one point during
Yes.
the night, you hear outside the inn.
Does it sound familiar?
Oh, sounds like 2 random people arguing. Great.
Okay.
Can't even really make out what they're arguing about. You ignore it?
I guess so I can't even hear what they're arguing about. I guess
Not from here,
it
not
doesn't
without
sound
further
familiar.
investigation.
Then I guess I'll just more or less ignore it.
Alright.
Unless
Okay.
it's closer.
Pickett, are you entering a dream or having someone else enter a dream?
I'm not sure how to answer that question. I want to cast it on Izu.
Aww.
Okay.
Just want to ask if he's okay. Haven't seen him in a while. And the last time we talked to him, it was kind of Scary.
Casting dream through the thing, so you're going into his dream. Let me check dream and see if I believe there's a saving throw.
That's only if it's a nightmare.
Powerful. Is Thick entering the dream, or is he having someone else enter?
Be me.
Okay. You come into the dream. You are in a dark hallway. Stone around you. Very low lit lamps hanging on either side. Occasional sets of bars in the wall. Hanging in a large room ahead of you is a bird cage of sorts. Fairly large, that laying in kind of curled up. Away from the walls, away from the lights. All yellow fairy.
Isu,
Huh?
are you okay?
No.
What happened?
I went to go spy on the people. One of you asked. And one of them saw me. I got caught.
Do you know where you are?
I'm somewhere in that building you sent me to. The one with the big orange thing on the picture.
I see.
I heard them saying not to hurt me. At least not until they find what they're looking for.
What
I
are
don't
they
know if they
looking
would.
for?
They would let me go. Spend most of the time invisible. I don't know. If they were looking for someone or something. They were asking me everything I knew about you guys.
That's concerning.
Mm-hmm. I didn't tell them much. Mostly because I forgot it.
It's adorable.
9:30.
9:30.
9:30. I didn't remember actually turn that off.
Ah! Ah!
Feed me at least. It's not as tasty as other stuff though.
If there was only a way that we could see who it is that talks to him.
Let me check the details of Dream. Gotta pull it up.
Wish I could teleport.
Yeah, we definitely want a Tepalort, right? Tepalort?
Yeah.
Kind of always assumed that he could. For some reason. I mean, being invisible and
I
being
guess
able
it
to
just-
fly almost equivalent.
Being
Yeah,
invisible
well,
and
because you
able
can just disappear and then walk over a little bit and then reappear, and it looks like you teleported.
Exactly.
Okay.
Teleport adjacent.
So I can't get Izu to show me what, or like the people that he's talking to, but I can show him some of the Orange Sun members and ask if he recognizes any of them, if that's the people who have him.
You show them. They look kind of like that. They have the same sort of armor and stuff, but I don't think it's any of those specific ones. Well, who all do you show him? Just random people you've seen?
One of them definitely will be, what's his name? I'm pulling it up. Malin Voss.
Yeah, the guy in the armor talked to me. Nice. He was one of the ones asking me about you and where you might go. What you wanted.
Okay. Well, we definitely are gonna come rescue you. It might be a while though. We're
Try
kind
to
of
get
far
out if I
away.
can.
You be super brave. You're strong, fierce fairy dragon.
Try. Big persuasion check.
Persuasion. Hero point. Okay.
I'll
Lovely.
try. Eventually, this dream spell will end. Party will get to the other side of their rest.
That's not good.
6 a.m. rolls around.
I tell the party about the dream. Izu's trapped.
No.
Where's he trapped?
Ron looks furious. Like he can't even speak. His hands are clenched. He's like red faced.
Who captured him?
He's at the Orange Sun.
Oh, wonderful. I mean,
Ron
I'm glad he
immediately looks
left,
over to
but I'm
Doug.
kind of sad that they captured Izu.
Ron's like eyeing daggers at Doug.
Doug just kind of shrugs. It's like, I guess we go back eventually.
Eventually. I mean, Dickett, what else did he say?
They were asking questions about us. What he knows about us.
Did he say anything?
You hear arguing from outside.
You two just went crazy for a second. Sorry about that.
I
don't know what I pressed, but whatever.
That is a good question, John. I should have asked, but I was caught up in the moment.
Is he okay? Are they like taking care of him or starving him or?
He has food. He says he wishes it was better. They're keeping him alive for now, but I don't know how long that's gonna be.
Maybe we could hope that they're just gonna keep him alive as like bait. And then finish what we're doing here. I mean, Izu being captured is kind of an unforeseen consequence, given that we can't find him half the time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of amazing that the Orange Sun found him.
We went from one problem to like 5.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Izu might have to wait a bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you do that next, just tell him because it's true, and that will give him something to like. He can maybe try to disseminate the information, but just let him know that we went to Dyke and now we're going to help remove a powerful monstrous creature that has plagued Dyke. And it'll just sound like we're just the good guy is doing the good guy thing, and that might be distraction enough. See, when you say some truth, but not all the truth, that can usually help you until you're ready to reveal all of the truth.
Well, I mean, why can't we feed him bad information? Or like,
I don't
if
want
he-
him. I don't want him in jeopardy. I don't want him in
Well, I mean,
jeopardy
if
at all.
he's being tortured and they find out that we've been like dream contacting him, I don't know if they would or if they could, but if we feed him false information, they can't torture out good information from him. And it wouldn't be his fault. Because he wouldn't be lying. I don't know. Just a thought.
Well,
That's
we
a
can't
problem
do
for another
anything
night.
about it right now. I'll get transport via plant soon. So we'll be able to get back to Coquina. I think that's where it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fairly quickly.
Probably we killed the start.
But we should hurry up with this.
Yes.
I agree. So can we get on the horn to Sasha and see if she's got any info on this monster? I feel like she might know something. Or at least we'll have a book on it.
Gotta break up word counter.
Break out the word.
Okay.
I guess.
Remind me, what all do we know about this monster?
Do you know anything about Slayer of Dyke's Lord? We know. I don't know. How many words is that already?
12. Including the we know.
Oh, we know some details.
Don't worry about the word count right now. Just I'll condense
We know
it
some details.
once I know what we're trying to say.
Large, bird-like, 4 legs, 7 eyes. Intelligent.
It has 2 tails, right?
It has a split tail.
Split tail. Okay.
Because if we give her if she doesn't know about it, we give her details, she might be able to find something. What do you got?
Still writing.
Okay.
Thicket just has all the spells to do. I also appreciate that you found a way around communication because none of you have sending. That you found a way to do it through the power of dream.
You know what's really funny is that like our like number 2 enemy in my and Kristen / Duran's opinion is the Lord of Dreams, and yet we're going through dreams to try to do all this.
True. The Lord of Dreams.
And he intercepts them, though.
So we don't know. We don't know how far how far his power reaches or to what degree. Like we're taking risks by doing it, I think, but we don't really have other options, my guess. So.
Like it said, what do you know about the monster that killed Dyke's Lord? We know big, bird-like, 7 eyes, split tail, maybe fighting it soon.
Mori, I don't know if that's Mori or Thicket. I don't know which one that is, but I love it. I love it so much.
Response you would get. Sorry, I don't know much about this creature. And my students can research it and get back to you. Be careful. Second sending. Also, please tell me your location and intended path. Maverick says he wants to send you a gift.
More word counting.
More word counting.
All the numbers.
Yep, she rolled a natural 3 on that Arcana check. Fortunately, she doesn't know off the top of her head
Wow.
what this thing is either. Bonuses can only be so helpful when you roll low.
It's and at the end of the day, she's still a librarian for a reason. She has books, so that way she doesn't have to remember everything. She can go look it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to ask her, because she's got a whole library.
She does.
Yeah, maybe she remembers. Maybe she can look it up. It's worth a
It's
try.
books on books.
I love it. It's
She has
brilliant.
books about her books.
Books on books on books.
I mean, this can't be the only one that's ever existed. Someone has to have known about something similar in the past and written it down.
I'm pretty happy with the things that I've blended together storyline right now, and I love that y'all finally asked about Izu. They were here just to find out about that too.
The problem is, like, we've often asked about him, and then like you just randomly be like, oh, and there he'll show up. So it's like
he'll just show up. Sometimes.
It's almost as if you forget about him yourself, so I don't know what to do.
You make a fair point. Y'all will say like, is Izu here? Yep. This time, is Izu here? And because that was the thing, is at some point while you were traveling, or maybe soon after you got here or something, you asked, is Izu here? And there was no response. And you dreamed to find out where he might be?
Are we sending Sasha a response?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's counting.
Is
Give her time.
Thicket's in number mode.
Oh.
I like the idea that Thicket is counting out on his 4 like paw fingers.
Or like making like scratches in the sand or something.
Maybe he counts in base 4, and it's a little more efficient that way.
For him, probably. Everything is just a multiple of 4.
Hey, ancient Greeks counted in like base 16 because they use their knuckles. So. You can hold a lot more numbers, on your fingers if you use more bits of your fingers.
Yeah, you can like the digit, like the divisions. Yeah, that theoretically becomes quite a bit. Yep.
I'm looking at my own fingers and trying to figure out how you get to 16.
Sorry, not 16, it's 12. Well, no, it is 16 because you can use your fingertips and all 3 of your knuckles on each of your 4 fingers.
So weird. I was going 15. I was going 15 because 3 on each finger, 2 for your thumb, and then 1 for your palm. I was going 15.
No, because you don't use your thumb. You use your thumb to point. So you've got your fingertip and then 3 knuckles on each finger.
Okay, so 12. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Actually, the French and I think they still do, their language is uses base 20 counting.
That's
Hence
true. 'cause you get
our
420s
different
for
our
80.
different words for the teen. Our words for the teens are derived from French. That's why they don't follow the pattern.
Oh well, I don't know about French, but I can say Spanish goes 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then 16, 17, 18, 19, y 20.
French,
So
French and Spanish share a common Latin root. So,
Romantic languages.
yep.
English
And
is
actually,
like the
fun
least
fact-
romantic of the romantics.
English is not romantic. English is actually Germanic in root.
It's romantic as well.
It takes
It's
a
7
lot of
languages.
things. Yeah, it takes a lot of things, but the base of it is Germanic.
I think it says.
So, yeah, it takes a lot of stuff.
It's
Old English was very Germanic.
Anglo-Saxon and romantic. But it would not be fair to call it not romantic, because it is.
No, it definitely takes cues from that. Anyways,
I think it says.
It's romantic.
We'll be in and near Dyke for a while. The Orange Sun captured our fairy dragon from Kenya. Going back once we're finished. Alright. The party preparing to leave or go anywhere? Are you hanging out in Dyke? What's the plan? As you are now in Tuesday, the 22nd of August, 417 post-schism.
Garon's like, he's super conflicted, but he will say, I don't know, but I feel like we should send word to Teos to invite him to try to free the captured fairy dragon, to free Izu, or to head our way to the mountains, and maybe he'll find us along the way, or find the messengers along the way, because they are headed there. He was correct, and we'll see how it goes. We could also ask around in the morning, now that we are waking up, having breakfast and all. Anyone have any directions to the keep? Anyone else that can find the way, etc., etc. And I think we need to prepare ourselves. This is not likely to be as enjoyable as the holiday in Bakuo.
I think that Teo is a really strong fighter, but I don't think that he would get very far in trying to do a rescue mission all by himself. And also,
Rosanna would be the one to
I don't
ask.
think we could really talk to him unless we do
Yes.
another dream. And it's like 8 o'clock in the morning.
We could theoretically conceive an option whereby he joins with Rosanna, and maybe with the idea that they are trying to take away the firebrand that she is, Lady Lord of Kokenya, and maybe the three of them go tackle the Orange Sun, which would be a resolution, as well as freeing our friend. Maybe I'm, what they say, jumping the shark, but
We can definitely ask them to help with Izu. I'm just not sure when we should ask them, since it would be through a dream. Is it okay to do dream in the middle of the day?
I mean, they're probably not sleeping, so. But, we're going to have to make our way to the mountains. We're going to have to try to find this keep. I trust your ability to find things. And he kind of hinted at that it would be relatively. I'm probably going to get this wrong. And I'm trying to click the map, but I can't remember which one it is. So anyway, because technically Pacuo is a map. But
What map are you
my
looking for?
understanding, I just wanted to ping the eastern 3 mountains because that seemed to be the indication that we were given previously. That most likely the fastest and best and easiest way to come would be from the east through the forest. Yeah, so moving it over about 3 hexes. 1 more hex. Yeah, so like that one or the ridge above or the ridge below. Yep, that. Yeah, my guess is based on the information he gave that it would be easier to come from that direction. I'm imagining it's in one of those 3 locations or thereabouts. So I think we need to make our way and do what we can. We could theoretically ask around here, spend the day trying to get some more information, maybe spend the night and send some dreams their way. I don't know. But there are far too many things on our plate at this moment, and I want to resolve them.
Agreed.
It's honestly taking all that I have in me to not immediately storm off to Kokenya and just try to take out on all of those fools by myself. Because Izu is the pinnacle of innocence. The thing about a fairy dragon is that they're about as pure as a newborn babe, a puppy or a kitten. They just do things. There's nothing malicious about them. They're playful and kind. And it sickens me.
So what's the
This could have been
plan?
dealt with. And he looks at Doug with like kind of a disapproving eye, but that's it.
It's not Doug's fault that Izu got captured. And we can't do anything about it now.
If we would have handled it then, it wouldn't have mattered. Doug seemed certain that the best thing to do was to just leave.
We all agreed on the plan.
I didn't realize Easy was going to go spy. I don't know who asked him, but
I think I did.
then I'm a little miffed at you then, friend. We already put him in danger once and he was able to escape from that. I would not have agreed having him go and spy on them when we knew that they were after us. We didn't know for sure Tatsui's intentions. We had suspicions. We knew for sure that the Orange Sun were after Doug, and by extension, the rest of us.
I think that's hindsight bias.
Oh, there you are. Nice to see you again.
I believe
I've been
it
here the whole
happened.
time.
There was
You liar. You absolute liar. Victor, I was laughing about it.
I've been here since last night.
Right, yeah. And where were you before that? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. Look, I was saying I didn't know. If you would have said,
Standing on business.
if you would have said, "Hey, do we think it's a good idea to go send them?" I'd be like, "No, I don't think that's right." We know that they want Doug, if nothing else, even if they don't care about us, which I think they do, because we're Doug's associates or whatever they would see us as.
We didn't know that it was the Orange Sun when we sent him out. There was someone on the roof that was like looking at us, and so
is that what it was?
Easy to go see who it was, and then he never came back.
Okay, well then that's partially on him, partially on us then. I mean, he should have come back as soon as he recognized who it was, but it's possible that he could have recognized them and they caught him at the same time. That's possible. Which goes back to what John was saying about them being, it's impressive that they caught him.
Yeah,
it is.
Garon's kind of calming down a little bit.
He must have just been in the wrong place at the wrong time for them to actually catch him.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still not happy. I still think we could have resolved things with them more efficiently, or we'll say with a greater finality to them. But I see where you're coming from now.
The party's plan.
We go into the woods.
Into the woods.
Last question: are y'all heading straight
to the thick of it,
to the northwest or northeast? Are you heading back to Coquina and then around the way said to come up from the direction? What y'all thinking? Where is the what is the plan, and what does the master tracker survivalist thicket want to do?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can all take votes, but my thought process is let's spend a little bit of time seeing if we can get any more research or information about where they think the keep might be, and I think we just kind of head straight there. I'm not too worried. I think that thicket can, even in the case of times when we get mistaken or lost, I think thicket can fix it. I trust in his abilities for that, and I trust in our abilities as a team to get us through safely. I think we just need to try to head there as directly as possible. I don't see the point in taking an extra week of time just to try to hopefully go around the right way, especially if this possibility is that anyone from Coquina might be on the lookout. I don't see how that would be beneficial either. And since we're not immediately going to go rescue Izu and we're going to go take care of this first, I think prudence supports directness.
So, who are we asking about the keep?
I mean, word around town? Anybody know? Hey, you heard about that? You know anything about it? We can even ask about Teos or whatever his name is.
Ron cares so little about him. He doesn't even remember his name.
At the end of the
called
day,
him Tetris earlier.
Tetris, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like Ron's he's pretty convinced that the guy's under some sort of compulsion from the hag. He's not, or at the very least, he's falsely trusting the hag, therefore more susceptible to the hag later on being like, please save me, they don't know what they're doing, or some nonsense. So, I mean, that's like the meta version of it, but yeah, that's effectively what's going on in Ron's head.
Good job.
Okay. We go out and ask people.
Cool. Who is leading the investigation?
Randomly on the street.
Who's leading the investigation?
Theoretically, anybody could, because Gambit would have his own kind of contacts. Thicket could ask people in a different way, just because Thicket's a druid, and this place seems kind of more tribal, primal, animalistic. Durand and John could do stuff. I feel like anybody could do that.
Everyone make investigation. Take, yes, 3 full successes versus however many.
Is that a 20?
Man, I just
rolled
horribly today.
So, oof,
No one look at me.
no one look at Thicket. Thicket is just
Dang,
going around
Thicket.
asking, "Do you know where the keep is?" All right, I need to roll.
Have you ever heard of the word keep? Yeah. Do you know how to keep things?
I always think Gambit's gonna hire investigate. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, me too. I use it a whole lot. I wish I could do like a persuasion, like a charisma-based investigation sometimes, since he talks to people instead of like looking around for things.
And your intelligence bonus benefit. I mean, you could make the argument for persuasion. Would you like to have used your persuasion instead?
Not even persuasion. I think just charisma. Well, I mean, my persuasion is ridiculous, so that would be broken. I don't think that, but at least charisma based, I think. I don't know. I'm not looking at the numbers.
I don't think you would get a ton more information about exact locations. You don't learn very much of like anyone saying, "Oh, it's right after here," and you pass by this place. But some people are like, "Oh yeah, I kind of know the key." In fact, Garand. Yeah, that's the where the vampire lived.
Delightful. Eventually he'll kind of like lean over to Gambit, kind of in a whisper way, like, "We might be seeing Bale again, my friend."
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Have any of you come across a gentleman by the name of Bale?
Yeah.
He's a friend of ours. He's
that's the pale guy.
Yeah. Where's he?
Where's
Where's he at?
He went into the mountains.
Right. Yeah. It's very likely he's gonna be doing like the whole like shoulder shake rub of like brothers or like best friends where it's like, "Yeah, buddy, there you go."
Yeah, he stocked up. He got a mule, well, a donkey that he wanted to help carry some things. He was interested in back for a little bit. Well, I was asked what he wanted up there, and he just said he had unfinished business.
You know, this feels like the culmination of a lot of threads, and I have to say, I'm here for it. And I'm super ticked off that we're going to have to go back to Kakinya when we could have just solved it in the first place. Gron looks like, but playful and angry at Doug. He's still going to blame Doug.
You would not get an exact location,
we can just leave.
But you would get the general vibe that the keep is somewhere in kind of this area. Like those squares.
Okay. That's fine. We'll head that way, and we'll see if maybe Thicket can figure it out, because Garon super trusts Thicket's abilities. So at the very least, he's like, I'll try to help you, mate. I know that it's more you than me, but I can at least try.
Would anyone else like to try and get anything done in town in the meantime?
What are the shops
go get that weapon?
Well, oh yeah, we want to go to the smithy for sure.
Okay. Are you gonna do that now or start
I have to use the restroom, but just in case, I'm gonna roll that, and I'll roll that if either of those are helpful in any way to try to mitigate any of that. But I need to go to the restroom.
We can do that right now.
Okay. You would get to the smithy.
Wait till Grace comes back.
John's leading the conversation.
Hello again, good sir. We were curious if you would. We are planning on going out to hunt that monster.
Fantastic.
Seems that it might have the the one that slayed the previous lord, and we were told that it may be in possession of the sword that the Lord had,
Funny convenient.
as he wasn't very good. And you had mentioned that axe was almost built for, or made for purpose.
Aye.
And so we were hoping to work out a deal to acquire it, so we can have a bit more of an advantage on the beast.
What kind of deal are you looking for?
I mean, you had told me earlier that you may consider giving it to us. That you may consider giving it to us if we slay the beast.
Well,
I was
Dragon Mile.
curious if you would take an advance payment with the promise of full payment if we don't slay the beast, but we were hoping not to have to pay the full 4,500 necessarily if we do end up slaying the beast. You know what I mean?
I
Sort
see.
of,
You want to give me some money now, hoping
a
that you can come back with good news.
Correct.
Make persuasion check.
I am still going to use a hero point on that one. I need to use more hero points. I hardly ever use them. Oh, nat 20'd.
Woof! So go ahead and take a hero point to get that hero point back. Alright. I guess you said 1,000?
Yeah.
Alright.
Swing that.
Seems like an alright deal. 1,000 now, and I can return to you at least most of it when you get back. Or don't spend it in the meantime.
Alright. John will hand over the coin. 20.
Okay, let me finish fixing the back.
That is nearly all of John's money.
Went somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't been spending it, so why not?
Un momento, por favor. Do. Okay. The Fellslayer. Great axe, of course. Do. I assume this is going to Doug.
If Doug wants it. Otherwise, John will take it. Doug?
Sure.
Cool.
So it is a axe, so 1d12 slashing damage, has the finisher, heavy, slicing, staggering, and banded properties. It's a +1 weapon. And it is a weapon of monstrosity slaying, or monster slaying. So, when you hit a monstrosity with this weapon, the monstrosity takes an extra 3d6 damage of the weapon's type. For the purpose of this weapon, monstrosity refers to any creature with the monstrosity type. Like a Sword of Dragon Slaying, specifically, does not require attunement.
Nice.
Your,
Doug doesn't have to
Slayer
get personal
axe.
with his weapons.
And you said it's one-handed, but two?
It is a two-handed
Like
weapon. It is a full great
Oh,
axe. Heavy basically is a light version of Great Weapon Master, where you can remove your proficiency to deal proficiency extra in damage. Finisher, if they are prone creature, you roll 1 extra damage die. The slicing is if you beat their AC, it does the bleed like you've done. Staggering is if you beat their AC, they get disadvantage on ability checks before the end of it.
Nice.
As he brings this weapon down and hands it off to you very carefully.
And it's not magical.
It is magical.
Oh.
Magical great axe. Typically designed to hunt. And from there, y'all are heading to the northeast.
That's what it sounds like.
Okay, let's go ahead and do. Go ahead and do.
Would you say that was like an all day thing, or like a to lunch thing, or a to dinner thing, and we can start at 9, or how do you feel about all that?
Between the rumors and stuff, like between figuring out stuff, I'd say you can still get in like a day's travel, getting in a little bit late at the end.
Let's go.
Is there anything else
All I have to
else
say
wanted
is,
to do in town before you make it to the next area? Oh,
I mean,
also missed,
how do we feel about our inventory?
the day before
What did we miss?
was Thicket's birthday.
Oh, what?
Celebrate it today. That's up to you guys.
So
Does Thicket tell us?
Thicket's birthday was on the day that they came back from the hunt?
Yeah.
Did Thicket tell anybody?
So the thing about my birthday is that we decided it as a party. It's just an arbitrary day.
Okay.
I don't remember deciding.
So
Probably
it's
wasn't there
honestly
decided.
more up to whether or not we remember.
And y'all could decide it was actually August 31st and not 20.
Okay.
Why don't we celebrate Dicket's birthday every other week? Every month. Like, we don't know which month it is. So if we celebrate it every month, one of them will be right.
Celebration every month, so like a small one
Yeah.
every month, so that way. You're awesome.
That way we don't miss it.
It's Thicket's birthday week the whole year round.
Mm-hmm.
Garam was gonna say, like, what about like the autumn equinox? Since that's relatively nearby, and we can plan if we want to do anything. Plus, we're not gonna want easier to miss it, right?
What does Thicket think about that?
Sounds great.
Alright, and I'll put on the 22nd of September, Thicket's birthday asterisk.
Asterisk question mark. Underline shrug emoji.
Let's say as you are, that sounds sufficiently fun. As you are getting to the end of your day's travel, as it's approaching night at around 8 p.m., the sun is going down. Thicket is the first to notice. Up to him if he wants to immediately point it out. Thicket, you see up and to the east. It looks like a star or something small moving through the sky. Kind of a reddish color. Actually, no, it'd be more of a bluish color.
Does it look sinister?
Make a vibe check.
Is it an evil blue? Is it like a dark blue? Is it like a navy blue, or is it like a sky blue? So
Who knows, man? The moving star.
That's clearly the most malicious or delightful star that has ever existed. Now, +9, that's average.
Alright.
That's fine. It's like, it's a star.
But as you watch it, it looks like it's getting closer.
Guys?
It's heading generally to the east in your direction, a little bit north of you.
Guys, there's a thing.
I guess we should head towards it, because I heard about this one dude who made a sword once out of some fallen meteorite, and it was a pretty awesome sword.
Or we could use it to upgrade our armor.
How fast does it seem like it's approaching?
Pretty fast.
Izu? Did he escape if he's like super fast?
Like,
I think it said blue, not yellow.
and what's the distance?
At this point, it's still probably a couple of miles away at least. Actually, who knows?
Uh,
It's hard to tell.
well,
No, it's what
then-
Maverick sent us.
It's quite hard to tell, actually.
Is it like
Okay,
coming
so
straight for us?
In your general
there
direction.
is.
It's Maverick's gift.
That's why I was like, it could be anything. So like, let's go find out either way.
As it comes toward, it is beginning to curve downward. As you watch, probably a half a mile in front of you, you see as it quickly approaches from the sky, beginning to not so much move to the side, but feel more like it's moving toward you. But then as it gets closer, you see it's like off from directly at you. As whatever this small thing is, the glowing blue light trailing behind it, strikes into the ground half to a mile ahead of you. As there's a large... As it hits the ground, whatever this thing is.
It's Maverick's package. But I know it.
Hmm.
This is exactly something that Maverick would do.
I agreed.
Send a missile at us and call it a gift.
Yeah. Hi, I just wanted to send this big bomb your way. That's good, right?
And we found something to do with a giant keg of gunpowder.
Do we still have that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, we can use it to defeat the beast.
You know,
We can light
I
it and
could-
stick it in its mouth.
I could have this be the...
Yes, we are going to the thing.
No.
Or you could be
Wait,
like,
so it was
hey,
a-
so you guys
We're running.
approach this thing, it's glowing, it looks like this, and we'll pick up next time.
No.
It's a glowing thing that fell out of the sky?
Yep.
Okay.
It's not a
So we
fallen
almost
angel,
got
right?
hit
We're
by
not, we're not about to like.
by a shooting star.
Do you
Not about
approach
to
it
get
then?
no
Honestly,
fight with like.
Approach.
You approach. You come to a
You're
small...
on 100% approach to that. 100%.
You come to a small crater in the ground where you see, buried partially into the ground, what looks like a fairly firm bronze casing with the top that is wedged open, but it looks like it must, whatever kind of mechanism was opening is kind of caught. And there's light movement from inside.
What?
There is what
Check,
looks to be
check.
like a
Like
bronze
scaffold?
casing or shell, almost an egg shape that is buried
It's-
partially
it's
into the
clawed.
ground.
It's Claude.
And it is hot and like not
might
opening
be clawed.
properly.
It might be Claude. Is that Arcana? Is that a 20?
Does
That
it seem
is
like
not
it
a
might be
20,
fun?
but it's pretty high. What are you trying to figure out?
Did say that
Is there magic?
Maverick was sending us something.
Not currently
Yeah,
able to
Maverick
see
did.
Yes,
magic.
I don't see magic. Okay.
What am I gonna do?
Does it
Are
seem
we-
like it
oh,
might
I thought
be
we were
fun?
gonna have a cliffhanger.
He's deciding where
Gambit's
he
gonna
wants to
open it up.
cliffhanger.
He's sure it's either from Maverick or Claude.
Gambit reaches
He's
over.
hanging from the cliff.
Make a strength check for Gambit, I guess. I can make it on my side as an athletics check. Come on, Gambit. You're -1.
Hero point it. Hero point it.
Hero point it? Okay.
Yes.
That's an 8. Garand helping?
No.
If we all cheered and told Gambit he could do it, does that increase?
You could help. Don't help me.
Doug, roll an athletics check.
You got it.
Oh, you just say you got it? Okay.
Athletics check.
Okay.
I just want to point out in 2 weeks I get some birthday inspiration.
With that, you manage to pull and it wedges open and it, like, the top almost breaks off. And there's a pop sound as something shoots out from the inside past you before, like, clanging onto the ground as you see another kind of smaller, sort of eggshell-looking thing that takes a moment, kind of splits apart as the bottom half of it, kind of the longer egg oblong shape, breaks apart, straggles upward into these 4 metallic legs that spin around and bring it upright into sort of a spider shape. As it turns around to look toward you all, this small mechanical 4-legged spider of sorts, that you can see this glass into the orangish red inside glow. See this. I'm back!
Claude, new body. There you go.
And that is where we're going to end the session. Means I can also finally...
Send me.
It's a me, a Claude. I've also... So Claude's been on it.
So-
I've
Good-
had it
good
hidden.
job, Jesslyn.
I need to make sure I have the right version. There's been a version of the background that has had Claude on it. That I've been sitting on.
Nice.
I love the new
So now
Claude.
we have Claude's for his Megazord.
Sure. It's a small-sized creature. But yeah. It is small. It is shorter than Thicket. Let me find where is the version of the background Claude on it.
I don't know why I didn't realize this sooner, but like everybody is center except for Gambit, who's all like, "I'm off on my own. I'm so edgy." But then, of course, the girl,
that is a. So I have
girl's
the
looking at him,
I
she's
have the
all like,
background
"Oh,
thing, but it's not like saved with Claude on it, so I'll have to save an alternate version, the alternate version with Claude. Claude has finally returned. Lost one little party member and you gained another.
Yay.
Took Maverick like
I
3
mean, we're
months to
happy
get
Claude's
the body
here,
working.
but
Took Maverick
we're
like
happy
3
Claude's
months
here.
to get the
Yeah.
body working.
good, good.
I mean, hey. Lose one friend, pick up another.
Can we just not lose friends?
There's your copper piece.
Yay, copper. Now we just need to develop Mason.
So
Chris, roll a d10.
I'm going to assume Claude has a death ray that'll help us in this upcoming fight.
Who knows, man? That feels like a good amount. Bonk. Here you go, 1,200 experience a person. Closest of y'all are now roughly 4k away from leveling up. Y'all will level up by the end of this mini arc. Certain. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream and recording side. We appreciate you all. Hopefully you have a wonderful night. We'll see you next week. Bye!
Bye.